Right. Morning world. Just wanted to follow up with all my friends and family back home on the East Coast. A lot of times you guys are always asking me how I'm doing, how I'm living, and I usually give you the fluff part of how I'm living. I show you guys the good stuff on Instagram and Facebook, but I just wanted to make an honest video to you all and just show you how I've really been living. So here it is. Since the end of February, I've been homeless. I've been living in my car. So every day I'm usually parked in a safe neighborhood, thankfully. I put up a hoodie, as you can see. Got a work shirt, a little towel. I just put them up in the window for a little bit of privacy. It's not the best situation. People really get a close up on the car. They can see me on the inside. I have a flat air mattress, as you can see, that I roll out. Thankfully, this old Saab has the seats that fold down. So every night I put my legs in the trunk area, if you can see. Got my suitcase over here as well, where I keep all of my clothes. I'm, 6'2" and some change, so this is the best way that I can stretch out in my car, but it is still extremely cramped in here. Never been able to really stretch out. My back is, in some poor shape. Knees are in poor shape. My neck is in some poor shape as well. But I survive, and I make it work. So this is, what I've been doing every single day. It's not the greatest situation in the world, but it's working for me at the moment. All right, cool. Just wanted to get a little bit more comfortable than laying down. As you can see, I put the air mattress back in the trunk, put the seats back. You'll probably never know I lived in my car if I didn't tell you. Let me just put this up here like this. All right. So, a lot of people will actually really be upset that I never told you all that I was homeless. Having that actual conversation to someone about being homeless is a tough conversation to have. It's definitely something that's really vulnerable to talk about, and you don't want to have a pity party. You don't want to make people feel bad for you. And I'm very stubborn. I'm very independent. This is something that I really wanted to tackle on my own and just really work myself out of. Excuse me. I definitely have a lot of support, a lot of great friends and family that were willing to help. Just a few people that I told, they all wanted to chip in and do something. But I really just wanted to work myself out of this situation. Really quick background, how I came to be homeless in California. When I moved here, it was early January, and I moved to LA with only 3 friends that I knew. So 2 of them were a couple, one was separate, and I first got here and I moved in with the couple. Super amazing friends. They wanted to give me a place to stay, not charge me any rent or anything like that. Just wanted to let me get on my feet, get a job, get settled, move out whenever, I was good. I was able to stay with them until the end of January, so almost a month. Unfortunately, their landlord found out that I was living there, so I can no longer stay in that apartment. So then after that, I moved with my other friend. She gave me a place to stay on her couch for the most part for the month of February. But she moved out of her apartment at the end of February. So when that happened, I had pretty much exhausted all of the friends that I knew in California. So I had literally no one else to go to or to ask about staying with. So that's when it became clear that I was like, man, I'm really about to be homeless. And I almost used the term homeless loosely because I'm grateful to have a car to sleep in. I don't have to physically sleep on the street or a sidewalk or some steps on a building. I am actually enclosed in an area, so I have some walls around me every night when I sleep. So extremely grateful for that aspect. And at first, the thought of being homeless was like super depressing. I was really, really down about my circumstances and just what I had come to. This is not how I saw my move to California going at all. But I decided to switch my mindset about it, make a plan of action, just to get up out of my circumstances and just also deal with my circumstances. So every day, I have a gym membership. I get up early in the morning, go to the gym, I work out, I shower, brush my teeth, just clean myself up. I make sure that I'm in the laundromat at least once a week, cleaning on my clothes, fold them neatly in my suitcase so you don't, see a lot of wrinkles or anything, and I'm always clean. And so that was just a plan just to keep myself up and maintain. So I was never looking, dirty or unkept, making sure, I'm washing every day. And I decided that, yes, I could work really hard, save up all my money, and it might have taken a few weeks, but save up first month's rent and deposit for an apartment. But that would have took a lot of money away from other things that I'm trying to do career-wise. Acting is an extremely expensive career move and investment in yourself. And for me, I had dentist work that I wanted to take care of. Headshots are not cheap. Some great workshops that I wanted to be a part of. An acting coach that I wanted to follow and train with. Another commercial acting coach that I wanted to follow and train under. So all of these things take an extreme amount of money to really invest in. And I knew that if I saved up first month's rent and deposit for an apartment, it would take longer for me to pay for all of these things. And even if I did save that money up to get a place and then maintaining that rent every month afterwards would still only give me a little bit of money to put towards this thing or to put towards that thing. So I made a conscious decision to actually stay homeless and, sleep in my car every night so that instead of paying rent every month, I could take all that money that I'd be spending on a place and actually put it towards all of these things that I want to accomplish. So it doesn't take me a great amount of time to accomplish all of it. So that was the conscious sacrifice that I decided to make. Like I said, it's been months that I've been out here, but I have been able to physically put money towards all of these things. And if you're watching this video, it's only because I'm no longer living in my car. Some things have worked out where I'm no longer here. I didn't want to put this video out while I was still homeless because I knew a lot of you all out there, have a lot of love and they care about me, and you would definitely still be worrying. So if you're actually physically watching this video right now, don't worry. I'm not living, in my car anymore, and it's not a terrible situation. The street I'm on is called Culver Boulevard, Culver City. There is, you can see, like a nice little bike path and jogging path right next to me. And then on the other side of the street are just some, quiet houses and apartments. Nobody messes with me over here. It's pretty safe. Cops actually patrol it. I have slept in other areas where it's been a little rough. I have had the cops called on me for sleeping on my car before, that was a little crazy. But things are going well. I definitely appreciate all the love and support from back home. I am literally the happiest I've ever been in my life. And I know that sounds crazy for a guy that literally sleeps in his car every night, but you just have to understand, in DC, I was making the most money I've ever made in my life before I moved to California, but I wasn't happy with what I was doing in life, and I know what I really wanted to pursue in life. And so just making the move, packing up the car, driving across country is the best thing I've ever done for myself in my life. And this temporary circumstance of living in my car, it's not going to last forever. It's just something that's part of my journey at the moment. And this is something that will always humble me, literally, for the rest of my life. there are things that, you learn not to take for granted once you live in your car, and that don't come as easy as, when you have a place to stay. Obviously, cooking anymore is out of the question. Just finding a place to go to the bathroom when you wake up in broad daylight is a problem. You can no longer charge your phone overnight, like keeping your phone charged without your car always being on and wasting gas, wasting battery. There's definitely some challenges, of course, that you learn about really, really quickly. That you just have to adjust to and learn how to maintain. So once again, this is just an update on everybody, of how I've been living, but I'm not down, I'm not out. All my people here, friends and acquaintances that I've made in California, if I didn't actually physically tell someone that I was homeless, they would never know. And the couple people have told have all been extremely surprised. They would have never guessed that I've been living homeless for months on end. Like I said, but we're almost there. We're good. I said I want to thank my friends, my family, a great lady that's been sticking by me. Actually, that I told her I was homeless on the third date. Imagine that. And she was still extremely supportive and sticking by. So, I'm extremely happy. Things are looking up. Got some headshots coming soon. Next week, I start acting technique class. I have an intensive workshop for 3 days. And then 3 days after that, I also have a commercial acting class that lasts for 2 months that's coming up. So things are really happening, starting to move quickly. And I really couldn't be happier. There's a young guy who parks not too far behind me in a red car, who's around the same age that I am. And, he's literally, I'm out here every single night, and he's out here sleeping every single night. So, if anybody out there that sees this, that needs a little motivation, just keep sticking, keep working hard. I'm probably actually going to leave a letter on his car just to let him know, he's definitely not the only one struggling. I don't know what his story is or what his motivations or problems or what has been going on. But, just going to tell him to keep working, keep working hard. And, I'll probably leave him a little bit of money. I don't have a lot of money, but I'll probably leave him a little something, because just helping and giving back when, someone needs it can definitely help and make a change in somebody's life. So that's the message of the day. And that's it. I don't want to make this video crazy long. Peace.